Wendy's finger in the chili. In 2005, a woman named Anna Ayala claimed she bit into a human finger while eating Wendy's chili in a San Jose location. The story generated international headlines and caused Wendy's to lose an estimated $21 million in sales within weeks. Health officials tested every Wendy's supplier. No missing finger was found anywhere in the supply chain. Investigators traced the finger to a co-worker of Ayala's husband who had lost it in an industrial accident and sold it to the couple. Ayala had planted it herself. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison for attempted grand theft. A fraud designed to extort a fast food chain cost the fraudster nearly a decade of her life and cost Wendy's millions before the lie was exposed.
Subway baked mouse. In the United Kingdom, a man purchased a Subway sandwich and discovered a fully intact dead mouse baked inside the bread roll. Investigation traced the contamination to Premier Foods, the bread supplier, whose facility had a rodent infestation. A UK court fined Premier Foods over $26,000 for sanitary violations. The incident raised questions about supply chain inspection standards at major fast food chains that source bread from third-party industrial bakeries. A dead mouse baked inside a sandwich roll reached a customer because the quality control process at the bread manufacturing facility failed to detect a rodent that had entered the dough before baking.
McDonald's Band-Aid fries. A student in a Virginia university purchased French fries at McDonald's and found a used blood-stained bandage at the bottom of the container. The story was reported locally and spread online. A female kitchen employee came forward and admitted the bandage was hers, lost during food preparation. McDonald's issued an apology and retrained staff at the location. Food service regulations in the United States require kitchen employees to cover any cuts with brightly colored bandages, specifically so they are visible if lost in food. The bandage in question was standard beige color. A food safety protocol designed to prevent exactly this incident failed because the bandage used was not the color the protocol requires.
Starbucks Dead Mouse Cup. A customer at a Starbucks location finished a paper cup of coffee and discovered a decomposed dead mouse at the bottom of the cup. The mouse was apparently entered the cup during storage before the cup was used. Starbucks stores receive cups in sleeves that are stored in back areas accessible to rodents in locations with pest control failures. The mouse was small enough to fit inside the cup and was hidden beneath the coffee throughout consumption. Starbucks investigated the location and addressed pest control. A customer drank an entire cup of coffee containing a mouse and did not detect it until the cup was empty because the mouse was at the bottom and the coffee concealed it throughout.
Pizza Hut razor blade. At a Pizza Hut location in the United Kingdom, a child nearly swallowed a piece of pizza containing a razor blade baked into the crust. Investigation pointed to deliberate workplace sabotage by a disgruntled employee rather than accidental contamination. The employee was prosecuted. The incident highlighted the vulnerability of food service operations to internal sabotage, which is significantly harder to prevent through standard quality control measures than accidental contamination. An external food safety audit cannot detect an employee who intentionally introduces dangerous objects into food. A child's pizza containing a razor blade was not a supply chain failure, it was a crime committed inside the kitchen.
KFC fried rat. In 2015, Deverice Dixon posted photographs on Facebook claiming a piece of KFC he purchased in Compton, California was a battered and fried rat with a visible tail. The post received millions of shares within days. KFC investigated and stated their food safety protocols made the scenario impossible. An independent laboratory examined the item and concluded it was most likely a piece of chicken with an unusual shape caused by the way it was cut. Dixon never submitted the item for independent testing. The KFC rat story circulated globally regardless of the investigation outcome. A photograph of a misshapen piece of chicken generated more international media coverage than most actual food safety incidents that year.
Chipotle E. coli outbreak. Between 2015 and 2016, Chipotle Mexican Grill experienced the most damaging series of food safety incidents in the company's history. A norovirus outbreak in California sickened 80 customers. An E. coli outbreak spread across 11 states, sickening 55 people. A salmonella outbreak in Minnesota affected 64 people. A second norovirus outbreak in Boston sickened over 140. Chipotle's stock price dropped approximately 40%. The company had built its brand entirely around fresh ingredients and food with integrity. The marketing position that made Chipotle successful made each outbreak proportionally more damaging than it would have been for a chain that never claimed superior food safety standards.
Arby's rubber glove meat. Multiple customers at different Arby's locations across the United States reported finding pieces of blue or white rubber gloves in their sandwiches, cut into the meat or salad during preparation. Arby's uses colored gloves specifically because bright colors are more visible if accidentally incorporated into food. The incidents occurred when employees cutting meat or preparing ingredients accidentally sliced through gloves without noticing. Food safety protocol requires gloves to be a specific bright color for exactly this reason. Finding multiple incidents across different locations suggests the problem was systemic rather than isolated. A food safety measure designed to make glove contamination detectable failed because the cutting process that incorporated the glove also prevented the employee from feeling the resistance.
McDonald's McRib ingredients lawsuit. The McRib is marketed as a pork sandwich. A lawsuit filed against McDonald's alleged the restructured pork product contained ingredients not prominently disclosed to consumers, including azodicarbonamide, the same chemical used in yoga mat manufacturing that was also found in Subway bread. McDonald's has faced ongoing pressure about ingredient transparency in their processed meat products. The McRib contains pork heart, tripe, and stomach along with pork, restructured into a rib shape using a mold. McDonald's discloses this in ingredient lists, but not in marketing. A sandwich shaped to look like ribs and marketed as a pork sandwich contains pork organs that most customers ordering it are unaware of.
Domino's employees. In 2009, 2 Domino's employees in Conover, North Carolina, filmed themselves performing disgusting acts with food ingredients, including inserting items into sandwiches and passing contaminated food, then posted the video to YouTube. The video received over 1 million views before being removed. Domino's corporate discovered the video and contacted law enforcement. Both employees were arrested and charged with delivering prohibited foods. Domino's CEO responded with a YouTube video of his own, apologizing to customers. A survey conducted after the incident found that consumer perception of Domino's quality dropped dramatically within days of the video appearing. 2 employees with a camera caused more brand damage than a decade of negative reviews.